you find the office trying to take advantage of me because I'm a lady. Exactly. Those messages sitting ndabira office ino ndapanga zimezi ndapita ndikamafika tuzakazaza
amini mabigoni angati ndambi
ndizayiphule time anyway nditagonja sindizanjoya.
To make a lot of people think that Africa is the worst place to be. That is the total opposite, in my honest opinion. I feel like Africa is the motherland. Africa is where life is basically helping other places around the world progress. This is where life starts, and this is where life continues to help everyone around the world progress. And the reason I know that is because when you are connected to the original people and you see so much divisiveness among us, and you also see so many people trying to keep us divided, that's all structured. So I see how phenomenal the people of Malawi are. I see how phenomenal our African people are globally.
Yeah, what's up guys? Welcome to Ticheze Podcast. This is the first time you're looking at these faces right here. This is Ticheze Podcast. It's a brand new platform. I go by the name of Kabol. I've got two of my colleagues over here. Just to briefly explain to you what exactly is happening over here, as the name suggests, it's Ticheze Podcast. So what's happening over here is mainly something like we're going to be talking about a whole lot of issues. Ticheze, what is going to be serious. As you can see, there's a lot going on. Pamakalankani pamakandali za social media pamakama scandals kumakala nkani za politics nkani za economics, generally like all the issues that are happening in our society today. Feel free guys to watch whatever we'll be discussing over here, me and my colleagues. At the same time, we welcome your ideas. We know that as you're watching the podcast, you'll be coming up with your own ideas as to what maybe we should discuss next, or maybe you want to intervene in certain situations, like maybe you want to contribute to whatever the discussions we're having over here. We welcome your contributions. So I'll pass it over to the lady first, as the saying goes, ladies first.
Hi guys, I'm Kate Majinjeri from Blantyre and I'm the co-host.
Hey, my name is Reggie Haynes. As you can tell, I was not born in Africa, but I'm all about African empowerment, African unity, and African truth, and I'm very honored to be here. So I look forward to this phenomenal episode that we have in store for you.
First of all, I just wanted to find out from my colleagues over here, like Reggie, I'll start with you. You said you are all the way from America. I know this story. Mm-hmm. What made you come to Africa?
So I get asked this question all the time. So people always ask, why did you want to come to a place like Africa? First of all, when I was 14 years old, I figured out that a lot of things have been set up to make a lot of people think that Africa is the worst place to be. That is the total opposite, in my honest opinion. I feel like Africa is the motherland. Africa is where life is basically helping other places around the world progress. This is where life starts, and this is where life continues to help everyone around the world progress. And the reason I know that is because when you are connected to the original people and you see so much divisiveness among us, and you also see so many people trying to keep us divided, that's all structured. So I see how phenomenal the people of Malawi are. I see how phenomenal our African people are globally. And I try my best not to feed into division. And the reason is because I know that it's great.
Let me just cut you on that one. I would like to ask you a question, because I've heard this narrative that when an African travels to the US, the black Americans, I don't know if I'm using the right word, or maybe
it's fine.
African Americans.
Basically,
African Americans.
I always, you got to remember too, African American was a terminology or a label that was given to people who were basically saying, look, you're African, but you are still labeled as an American. If you look at the Constitution, and I know a lot of people are going to do research on this, the Constitution has always labeled African people who are living in America as 3/5 human. That means that you're less than human. Hence the word nigger. Nigger means less than human. That's why I never use that word.
All right, cool.
But I'm listening to you. You said African American. I don't use that terminology. I when I talk to my brothers, I always say king, queen, God, or goddess.
Because you understand the terminology.
Yeah.
So maybe some people just use the terminology in ignorance.
But at the same time, it's what they were programmed with. So I don't really get upset with them. I try to correct them, but to each his own, you know.
Yeah, so Reggie, so I understand your journey right there. It's very much actually impressive, because it's rare to hear of an American who comes to Africa and enjoy the African lifestyle, enjoy everything about Africa. Because most of the people right now in Malawi want to go to America.
That's the way that it's structured.
Most of the people want to go to America. Nobody wants to go to another African country. Okay, there's South Africa down there. We've got Zambia on the other side. We've got Mozambique here, and then on the north part of Malawi, we've got Tanzania. But I'm telling you, if you ask a lot of Malawians if they want to go and stay in Tanzania, they'll tell you, no, I don't want to go to Tanzania. If you ask them if they want to go and stay in Zambia, they'll say, okay, Zambia, maybe they understand our culture, I'll go to Zambia. But the thing is, people would love to go where the money is. This is the reason why I was asking you. You came all the way from America. We are looking at America as where the money is. But you came all the way from America to Malawi, where we believe the money ain't there.
Well, it's economically structured to be that way. So you have to remember that whenever there is money involved and wherever there is a particular currency that is higher than another, people are want to go there. A lot of Africans that I met want to go to the UK. The currency of the UK, as right now, unless it changes overnight, is higher than the US currency. So people want to go to where the money is because they feel like money buys them happiness. That could be furthest from the truth. I've been broke many times since I've been in Africa, and I've never been this happy in my life. So money does not buy me happiness.
Yeah. Wow. That's nice.
And I'm not telling anybody out there, to each his own, like I told Kabol earlier, that's fine. This is my, opinion. I feel like Africa's the best place for me. Other people might think otherwise. But
should I feel comfortable to say you are in Africa because you want to be happy?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, that's about Reggie. All right, so Ketty right here. So Reggie, I can say primarily the reason why you want to be part of this podcast is because you came all the way from America. You are now right here in Africa. You want people to get your voice, right?
It's not even about
to get to understand you in a different way.
It's not even about that. It's just about because there's so much divisiveness amongst us as African people globally. I'm tired of feeding into it. So I want to talk about unity and different ways to have a solution.
The word Pan-African.
Pan-African, yes.
Pan-African.
But you got to remember too. There's a lot of people out there that claim that, and they're the biggest hypocrites.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Because they're only in it for the money. A lot of people are using these titles as leaders. I'm not trying to cut you, Queen.
No, it's okay.
A lot of these people are using these titles as, African leaders to get money, to get profit, to get following, to get attention. And you got our people who are still poor, who still don't have anything. So where's the money going? Where is the attention for? Are you actually helping us with solutions, or are you feeding into problems? So I don't feed into labels. I just know that I am a person that I love my African people globally, but not the slaves who feed into the problems that are constantly keeping us divided.
That makes me happy because when I'm looking at your situation, it's like, as a Malawian, I'm thinking, okay, maybe my luck is out there. Maybe I'm going to get lucky when I get out of this country. Once I get out of this border, I'm thinking, okay, there's an economic opportunity out there for me when I get out of this country. So there's that narrative in Malawi by so many Malawians. A lot of people don't think they got to get out. I mean, they have to stay in this country. Because as a young man, what's happening in this country is we've got some economic hardships and a lot of them. Yeah. There's a lot going on. You might have been around Malawi. You may have seen poverty with your own eyes. I wouldn't love to call Malawi a poor country because we've got all the resources, but there's bigger problems that makes us look the way we look. I appreciate this country. I was born here. I was raised here. I'm happy here. Yeah. But the way you're putting it makes me feel like, okay, maybe you shouldn't go out there.
I'm gonna let the Queen talk, and then we can get to that. We're gonna get to that in a second.
Okay, so now, the Queen, our Queen, our Lady of Wisdom.
Oh yeah.
So what do you think about that? As how do you look at the country right now?
Well, America.
So Reggie, you've got a situation here.
I want to go
I hear what she said.
Reggie, you've got a situation here. You came all the way from America. You wanted to be in Africa because you feel like Africa gives you happiness. But she wants to go to America.
My happiness is right there
in America. Why do you want to go to America?
Fine.
Why do you want to go to America?
Okay, I'll start with this thing of the economy drama.
So you want to go to America because of money, right? That's what you're saying.
Exactly.
You just want to get rich.
I just want to do something.
So get to somewhere you think where you're going to be happy if you're rich. That's what you think.
Yeah, if I have something going on in my life, yeah. I've been trying to look for a job like for 2 years now. I go there, I'll do whatever it takes, and then I'll come back home with my bag.
Okay,
whatever
okay,
it takes.
yeah. You've just said something else that's very beautiful, but also sad. You've said you've been looking for a job for like 2 years now?
2 years.
You haven't worked for like 2 years.
Exactly.
What's happening, Ketty? Should we say Malawi is the problem, or maybe you are the problem? Are you looking for? Are you looking for?
I'm not the problem. I'm not the
Ketty,
problem.
umasaga
I
chiku
have
wewe.
tried. Ndasakari my CV ndaenda for 2 years.
Okay, here's something else I want to understand, Reggie. Here's something else that I want to understand. Kate said she's been looking for a job
I'm
for 2
listening.
years.
Look
at how Kate is looking like. Look at how beautiful Kate is looking like.
Okay, what is that?
How does she afford all that? She's been looking for a job for 2 years. I want to understand. You're looking so beautiful. Because Ketty, if I'm looking at an average Malawian, that average Malawian won't look like you. The way you're looking over there, your designer glasses, your everything about you looks so beautiful. You mean you've been looking for a job for 2 years?
I don't have to look dirty because I don't have to.
You take good care of yourself.
Exactly. It goes together. It goes together.
That's nice.
Okay, I do a little hustle here and there. I sell clothes. I sell whatever. Okay, I'm managing.
So it's okay to call you an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You're a business lady.
Yes.
You're a business lady.
Exactly.
A business lady who has been looking for a job for 2 years. When you are not able to get the job that you want. Okay, now I want to understand from you, like, what exactly is the problem? What is the main reason why you are not finding a job?
I don't know.
Because I want to explain Reggie. Reggie is telling us that he left America and he came to Malawi. Reggie was going to America, he came to Malawi. The reason why Reggie came to Malawi, he says he's looking for happiness and he has found happiness in Malawi. That's what he's telling me.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, Ketty, you're saying you want to go to America. It means you're not happy in Malawi.
I'm not happy.
So somebody else who's coming from out there is happy to be in Malawi.
Okay, welcome to Malawi, but I'm not happy.
Yeah. No. It happens. It happens.
You're not happy. What should we do? Should we go to America or should we stay here?
Okay, if we are going that side, we're leaving Reggie behind because he's happy here.
That's fine.
So Reggie will reach a situation where we're leaving this whole country in your hands.
Like I said, well,
we are leaving this whole country.
I have a lot of work to do. If that's the case, I don't know if the president will be happy with that.
We'll leave you with the president, right? Me and Ketty are leaving for America.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I haven't been in Malawi. I know, Reggie, you've been in Malawi not for a very long time.
Half a year.
But you have been in this country.
Yes.
For some time. How many months?
6 months.
6 months. You've been in this country for like 6 months. I was born here. I was raised here. Kid has been here for the longest, right?
The longest.
Yeah, you've been here in Malawi for as long as you've been here in Malawi. I've been here the longest, like all my life. I've been in Malawi. I've traveled here and there, but then this is the country that I know. I'll start with Kate first. I just want to find out from Ketty. Ketty, how do you look at the society right now, the Malawian society? Okay, ukamaenda kuti kukose kumene kupite, kumene kumuyang'anira Malawi uchi. Because atosefe mulungu anati pasa maso awiri, right?
Yeah.
So maso awiri ajanati pasa chifukwa chonena kuti amafuna kuti tizikhala ndi understanding ya zinthu or kuona zinthu, right? Mosiyana-siyana. This is how I look at it. Kuna kuti if mwina mulungu amafuna kuti tose tiziyang'ana zinthu mofanana. Ineyo ndikanakhala kuti mwina ndine maso ako kapena tose ndichidiso chimodzi but anapasali sawira we look at things different. Iwo kama mangana Malawi mene kumuonera panopo. Kumona Malawi ali banje as a country. Malawi mene panopo.
Izinto sizikuyenda.
Socially, economically or politically?
Okay.
Because the reason why I'm asking you this question is men look for Silamit, we want to do a Malawi panopo banje. As watching Yamata, as watching Jebele, men only we have see where to figure about jet weight. Yes, from fake. Was that figure about jet weight? Someone was a blow, I figure about jet weight. What's my figure about jet? So I'm asking you, you were going to Mutuna watch Jebele, Ukamaya and Malawi, Panobo. How do you look at the Zintus of Menes Wendina? Ukamana was into Menu, what they kill about the Sicily Popo. Ukampe some Taminamagi, Amavangazandan. I was a good was window. I think a benefit.
Exactly.
Ukampeza mtu wina for example wanapokuti tintengi wina kuti amapanga bwina ulo kapena za music amaimba kama panga drama iyo jama bukidwa mashow every weekend daily amapezeka kuti ndizochita zina zake kwa amene ujayo kuti mpeza akuza kuti zinthu zake zikuyenda you specifically mbali again video, because we understand already. You've already told us that you've been looking for a job for 2 years, but you're not able to get a job.
Okay, for someone like me, for someone like me, my parents left me with nothing. So I tried doing school, hoping kuti sinanga makola matuso sokuti tikaphunzira and then we get educated and then zizaenda, everything will be fine.
Exactly.
Ndaphunzira ndapeza kapepa lako. I'm trying to earn a living. I'm trying to look for a job. I can't find it. Ndikuyesa business ena kundipondereza. Ndikuyesa everything I do kuti ziende zinthu kupeza kantchito kamene ende kuti you find chimuthu china chakenda kuti bwana china chakenda in the office trying to take advantage of me because I'm a lady. Exactly. Those zimezi sinengamangoti ndapita office ino ndapanga zimezi ndapita ndikamafika tuzakaza ndiragonja.
I mean mabiki ondangati.
Ndeuti ndizaiphule time anyway nditagonja sindizanjoya.
Zikukanga tizosekesa, but I've heard this story before, right? So basically, Reggie, what Ketty is
I get everything you guys are saying. Kay is basically saying, let me show you that I understand. I just don't speak it well. Kay is saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kay is saying that she has gone to school, she's gotten an education, because that is what a lot of our people are taught.
Yeah.
Education will lead to a great job.
Exactly.
And then whenever she does try to get office jobs, there's politics, and there's also a little bit of men who are trying to take advantage of her. And that, when I see a lot of that going on in Africa, to where a woman is underpaid and underappreciated because men are basically letting it be known, look, we are the ones who control your paychecks, you do what we say. So Kay is basically like, okay, how do I break the cycle? How do I find something better? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Right.
All right, cool.
So there was a question I was asking Ketty. The question was, if she's looking at this whole problem, like Ketty just said, sad side of the story, like she lost her parents when she was very little. I don't know how little you were, but when you were very little, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. That aside, I'm just looking at you as a grown-up now.
Oh yeah.
Because I also lost my father like in 1999.
My condolences, Kay.
Putting our parents aside, like, okay, our parents are right there. I understand the struggles that you're talking about. As a lady, you usually face these things in the offices when you go there for interviews or stuff like that. There's men out there who are asking for favors for them to give you a job or to whatever. But I'll tell you as a man as well that jobs are scarce for, scarce, not scarce, sorry. Jobs are scarce for everybody in Malawi right now.
Okay.
The way I'm looking at it is like, it's just the way the whole economy is designed.
Yeah.
The way that the economy is designed. Because if you look at Malawi right now, we've been independent for how long? We just celebrated our 50th independence or something like that.
Was it last year or when?
Malawi got their independence in what? 1969? Its independence in 1969? 1964, 1969? I don't know. That's history. But if you look at democracy started as far as 1993.
Oh, yeah.
We've been in this democracy for like how many years? Many years, since 1993. But up to now, you can see that there's been a change of leaders. We've had Bakiri, he came, he went. We've had Bingu, he came, he went. We've had Joyce Panda, she came, she went. We had Peter Mutaliga, he came, he went. Then we have the current president, Jagwera, he's right there. But if you look at the situation of Malawi, Malawi is still on the very same spot.
Yeah.
So it's a big problem. It is a big problem. Right now, tafika pajamone na kuti ndizovuta zoti ngamamuze mutozala kunena kuti ine ndimuza uyozala because of that point yonena kuti tafika ponena kuti siringamalozani zala. I want to understand from you. Ukuthi ungapanga business.
Yeah.
If that business ikwenda popo.
Okay, mbali ngaria zovala, everyone is doing it. Okay, the only reason why I think I'm doing this business is because sindufuna nikalileyo bemba kwathu. So at least I can, if I can put food on my table, if I can pay my rent, okay, fix myself and all.
So it's like more like you are doing business kuti bola zako ziende.
To survive.
It's hand to mouth, to
Exactly.
survive. To survive. Reggie, how do you look at it? When you're just doing business to survive, how do you look at it? When you're just doing business to survive.
I look at it.
Have you ever done business before?
Yeah, I do business, King.
How do you look at that?
I look at it as us as African people doing what we do best, being entrepreneurs, being people to where we know how to do for self what we do for each other. One thing about me is, don't get me wrong, I've had my hardships and struggles in Africa, in America, in the UK, but I'm trying my best at this age and this point in my life to look at the positives rather than look at the negatives. Look at unity rather than look at division. When I see people out here doing the best that they can, and I see the village feeding each other, that's growth, that's progression, because they're not feeding people outside of their community. With me, when you look at the clothes and the things that I wear, I try my best not to purchase things that were created by people outside of our community. I know for a fact that when it comes in regards to people that are working hard, like this queen here, like yourself, like Bright, we are all, even Marcus, who's not here, King Philo, we are doing things that are not the normality, that should be. So I feel like when I see entrepreneurs, it's a beautiful thing because we're all helping each other grow and our community is growing as well. I think you guys should stay tuned because this is a phenomenal show and we're going to take our first commercial break. You guys stay tuned.
I know this is a tough situation for you already, but you have to stop avoiding it. You have a choice, your family or your career.